Hey there, and welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're an IT fresher right now, just sitting there wondering exactly what skills companies are going to expect from you in 2026, well, you're in exactly the right place. My goal today is to give you a really clear, actionable roadmap of the exact skills that are actually going to get you hired. I know the tech world moves incredibly fast, and it can feel super overwhelming to figure out where to start, but we're going to break it all down together. So, let's dive right into this. Right off the bat, we've got to shatter a massive myth. There's this huge contrast between expectation and reality here. A lot of students have this mindset that coding alone is going to be enough. You think if you just learn a programming language, the job offers will come rolling in. But the company reality is actually very different. Companies are actively looking for a holistic combination. They want technical knowledge, yes, absolutely, but equally paired with communication and problem-solving abilities. It's really about being a complete professional, not just a typing machine. To get you to that level without feeling totally overwhelmed, here is our roadmap for today's explainer. 1. Beyond just coding. 2. The core IT foundations. 3. The modern tech tool belt. 4. Standing out from the crowd. And finally, 5. Your step-by-step roadmap. Let's get started. Section 1. Beyond just coding. The holistic IT professional. Section 2. The core IT foundations. Building the bedrock. All right, skill number 1 on our top 10 list, you absolutely must start with Linux. And the reason for this is super simple. Linux is literally the bedrock of enterprise tech. Almost all enterprise servers out there run on Linux. If you want your code to run in the real world, it's going to run here. And let's be honest, everyone breaks a Linux system at least once while they're learning basic administration. It's basically a rite of passage. But you really have to know how it works under the hood. So what exact operating system skills do you need? Well, for Linux, you need to master the basic commands. You've got to understand file management, system permissions, and process management. I mean, knowing how to navigate a file system and manage running processes is just as crucial as actually writing the software. Oh, and don't sleep on Windows administration basics either, because the reality is, enterprise environments usually use a mix of both. That brings us to skill number 3, which really builds out our foundation, networking fundamentals. Look, before you can automate a system or deploy an application, you have to understand how data actually travels across the web. You need to grasp the absolute basics here: IP addresses, DNS, DHCP, TCP/IP protocols, and knowing the difference between HTTP and HTTPS. If you don't know how computers talk to each other, you can't build applications for them. And rounding out our bedrock foundations is skill number 4, SQL. Almost every single company in the world works with databases. To give yourself a massive structural advantage, you must know how to use select to retrieve data, join to combine data from different places, and group by to organize that data. Master these commands, and you're going to be miles ahead. Section 3, the modern tech tool belt. Automate and collaborate. Skill number 5 is cloud computing basics. And hey, the cloud is not just some tech buzzword anymore. It is the essential virtual infrastructure you're going to be living in. You need to understand how to manage virtual machines, storage, and networking on major platforms. We're talking AWS, Azure, or GCP. It's basically taking those networking and OS foundations we just learned and applying them up in the cloud. Next up is skill number 6, Python. But here's the thing. Python isn't just a language. It is your automation and scripting superpower. Think back to those fundamental OS and file management tasks we talked about a minute ago. Python is the modern tool specifically used to script and automate those tedious, repetitive tasks. It connects directly back to your foundational knowledge and makes you incredibly efficient. Now, the crucial point here is you're going to be building all these great scripts and applications, right? But you aren't doing it alone. That brings us to skill number 7, Git and GitHub. You're going to be collaborating with teams, not just coding in a vacuum by yourself. Version control is totally non-negotiable. You really need to master this exact daily workflow. Step 1, clone the repository. Step 2, commit your code changes. Step 3, push those changes. And step 4, open a pull request. This workflow is literally the heartbeat of modern software collaboration. Section 4, standing out from the crowd, the career accelerators. Okay, I know exactly what you might be thinking right now. How on earth do you actually learn all this without completely burning out? I completely acknowledge that this list of 10 skills is intense. It's a ton of ground to cover. But the good news? The tech industry of 2026 has provided us with some seriously smart tools that can actively speed up your entire learning process. Which leads us directly to skill number 8,
AI tools. You've got to learn to responsibly use tools like ChatGPT and GitHub Copilot. Honestly, treat them like your personal 24/7 tutors to help you grasp complex concepts way faster. But here is a very strict warning. You must truly understand the answers yourself. Sure, an AI can help you write a script, but if you don't actually understand the underlying logic, you absolutely will not survive a technical interview.
And speaking of interviews, that brings us to skill number 9. Remember this. Interviewers evaluate how well you explain your ideas. Strong communication and teamwork are absolutely paramount. Look, no AI tool is going to sit in a live interview room and speak for you. You have to be able to articulate your problem-solving process clearly and confidently to actual human beings. Finally, for our 10th skill, you need an ATS-friendly resume and a professional updated LinkedIn profile. If you don't know, an ATS, or applicant tracking system, is basically a robot that scans your resume before a human ever even sets eyes on it. You need a properly formatted document designed specifically to pass these systems. It's kind of ironic, really. Surviving these automated robots is actually your very first real test of networking in the corporate world. So make sure your resume and your LinkedIn are perfectly aligned with these 10 skills. Section 5. Your step-by-step roadmap, tying it all together. If you master these 10 skills step by step, you are absolutely going to be ahead of the pack. So here is your roadmap summarized. Step 1. Secure your foundations. Go learn OS administration, networking, and SQL. Step 2. Build your tool belt. Master cloud basics, Git version control, and Python scripting. And step 3. Accelerate your career. Utilize AI responsibly, practice your communication, and optimize your resume for ATS. Just tackle these progressively, one pillar at a time, and you'll be golden. So, I want to leave you with this one provocative question to think about. Which of these 10 skills are you going to conquer first? Seriously, don't try to learn all 10 tonight. Pick just one pillar today, start your journey, and build up that momentum. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. If you found this roadmap valuable, definitely don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with your fellow freshers so you can all get a massive head start in 2026. Keep learning, stay structured, and I'll see you next time.